Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I hope you're doing well. My name is Sean Chavis. I hope you stay. If not, that is okay. Today, we're going to be talking about my halfway Spotify Wrapped. I don't care if Spotify is grabbing actual statistics. They're wrong. Spotify is wrong. I just need that to be known. And the reason I believe it's wrong is because there's a song that I'll obsess over for like a week maybe, and then not listen to it for the rest of the year, or not listen to it as much for the rest of the year. But because I listen to it so much at once, it ends up on my Wrapped. That is not a clear reflection on how much that song stuck with me throughout the entire year. So that's why I'm making my own. But I am too impatient to wait until the end of the year, so I'm creating a halfway one, and then at the end of the year, I'll probably end up making an actual rap. And besides, I just want to talk about music I like, so yeah. Now this is going to be a mix of personal bias and the amount of time I listen to it. First, we're going to be talking about our top songs. I've listened to so many new songs this year. In terms of listening to new music, this year has been goated because I've just been exploring so many different genres. And at number 5 in this ranking, we have the Sinseers original soundtrack, Séance, and Together Forever.
Still haven't learned my lesson.
Don't come at me for wanting to put two songs in one category because I'm making the rules. This is my rap, okay? This is my rap. It's two songs from the same soundtrack, okay? I think it can be in one ranking. Love Séance. Séance is so pretty, so cinematic. When the song builds up and the bass starts to kick in and the artist starts getting those notes, it's just... And Together Forever, it's just something about it. It's something about that one riff, the wow, 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 with the harmonica, and then the guitar, and then the just the way, just the passage of it, the way it flows. It's so intense, gives me chills. Then that final riff, it's such a lovely way to end the song. Next up, we have Everything is Romantic by Charli XCX. Earlier this year, I ran a marathon. Am I flexing? A little bit. This is a song that I listened to a lot while I was training for the marathon because the song is at a BPM that matches the cadence that I want to run. Spotify has this thing where you can look up a certain BPM. I think for me it was like 170, and this is one of those songs that go at 170 beats per minute. And running to this song, it's just such a vibe. Specifically when it hits that like everything is boom 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 boom. It. Oh my gosh. When it comes to music, I love build up, and the build up from the start until like the powerful boom 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 was just what I needed for running. Felt like it gave me a speed boost. Next, we have yeah, this song is so good.
Love of mine, why don't you let me go?
We got Let Me Go by the Chicago Gangsters. I remember when I first heard this song. When I first heard the intro, I was like, all right, this is solid. This solid, sounds not too bad. Then when his voice came in, I was like, oh yeah, that's nice, that's smooth. And then when the other voices came to accompany him, I was like, oh my gosh. It's just such a beautiful song. The drums towards the end of it, which transitions to him, giving some higher notes. And the drums like, like little details like that just are my bread and butter. I need to listen to more of the Chicago Gangsters, but when you listen to a song so good by an artist, you don't want to listen to any more of their work because you're afraid that it's not gonna go up to that standard of that one really good song. But I do need to listen to more of the Chicago Gangsters, that's for sure. Next, we have... Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess I got both 1 and 2 on the ranking. Whoopsie daisy. But anyways, It's You and Fantasy by Cruza. Month or so, I've been listening to these two songs. Once again, two songs that I like equally, like every night. on my way home from work. Just their riffs are so dreamy and so smooth. The way the songs progress, the singer's voice, the drums, the bass, particularly the beat switch on Fantasy, so good. When the whistle comes in, I don't know what got me into Cruza. I think TG.Black, her name is. I was listening to her, and then I look up artists that are similar, which brought me to Cruza. It's been history ever since. And last but not least, Baby Boy by Childish Gambino. This is such a good song.
Little hands, little feet.
It just has such a hold on me on a visceral level. I can't even really explain why, because I don't relate to the message of the song. I don't have a child, but the way that he expresses the message makes me empathize or sympathize or just connect to what he's saying, connect to how he's singing. It's so sweet. It sounds so sweet, and it sounds so gorgeous. I'm not that good at describing the music, but it's just so good. The bridge is beautiful. The hurt in his voice is just so gripping. You feel the emotion when you're listening. And then towards the end, when those notes get so high, it's so powerful. It's such a powerful song. That's been on loop ever since I listened to it. If this isn't in my actual Spotify Wrapped, I will be surprised. But those are my top songs. Now, we're going to go to top artists. And we're starting by mentioning the Sinseers. They have played such an important role in terms of my listening to soul and jazz. Well, they're not really jazz, but soul, rhythm and blues. The singer Joey Queznos, I'm not even gonna try and say his last name. I believe his first name is Joey. Such a beautiful voice. His voice is not meant to be in this era. That voice is meant to be in the 70s and the 60s and whatever. It is not meant to be in this century. My favorite songs by them is Sincerely Yours and Keep On Calling. When I first listened to them, I got a vintage playlist on Spotify, and I'm pretty sure I auto-recommended to this song, and I was not expecting them to still be in this era. Their album came out in 2023, 2022, somewhere in the 2020s. I'm thinking what?
Sit down and write a letter.
And bangers like this 2 years ago, I thought I was finna see an album that was in 1970, but nah, they're here and they do such a great job of keeping that sound alive. Next, we have Yussef Dayes. Let me grab my CD that I got by him. Black classical music. I remember I was up CD shopping since I got a CD player, and I saw this. I already wanted to listen to more African American music, more jazz, more R&B, more soul, wanted to connect with my roots a little bit more. And when I saw black classical music, I was like, this is just for me. And that first song, you hear the build up, you hear all the instruments, you hear the entire song. It's just so good. Songs, black classical music, and I don't even need to look at the track list. Black classical music, Raisins Under the Sun, Chasing the Drum, probably my top 3. Black classical music, Raisins Under the Sun. Oh, Ponte Plaza is also good. If you want to listen to good modern jazz, this is the album for you. That's for sure. Next up, we got Alex G. Alex G. I've been listening to Alex G for a while. Started listening to him last year. Back then, I was mainly listening to stuff from Trick and some of his unreleased stuff I Wait For You and Sometimes. You know the hits, the songs that most people know about. But this year, I've been diving into a lot more of his other stuff. He has so many different songs, so many different albums. It's nice seeing an artist who's so passionate about their work, who's not trying to be nonchalant about it, who's releasing music and who's releasing so much music. So I've been listening to Alex G a lot this year. There was a time where I was listening to a lot of DSU, Harvey, Sorry, Black Hair. What got me into it was I just saw an Alex G playlist on YouTube, and when I was listening to it, it was just such a vibe. It was so his DIY sort of music making skills make you feel like you can relate to it a bit more. Next up, Orion Sun. I've been listening to Orion Sun for a while, but just like Alex G, I was mainly just listening to the hits. The most specific hit I was listening to from Orion was Mirage. I'm sure plenty of people heard that song, Mirage. It's a hit. Criminally short though. But then I heard Dirty Dancer. Dirty Dancer was on loop. It was in my rotation. This song is so good.
You got me waiting at the corner, waiting at the red light, waiting at the crosswalk, thinking of you.
And then I just started listening to more and more of her stuff. We got Already Gone. We got Concrete, we got Intro, we got Space Jam Odyssey. Another artist that sort of has that do-it-yourself type of vibe that gives you a greater sense of connectivity, a sense of relatability. At least for me, since I make my own riffs, sometimes I make my own beats. Definitely number 2, because I've been listening to her a lot this year. Or at least earlier this year. I haven't been listening to her as much now, but earlier this year, I was listening to her a lot. And last but not least, for top artists, if it's not obvious, we got Childish Gambino. I was not expecting Childish Gambino to grow to become one of my favorite artists this year, but he has grown to become one of, if not my favorite artists this year. I started listening to him again with Awaken My Love, and Awaken My Love was just another one of those songs that opened the door for me in terms of that listening to soul music and expanding my taste. So many good songs from the album. Riot, Terrified, Me and Your Mama, Redbone. And then recently I've been listening to more of Because the Internet. An album I've heard plenty of times. But now once I'm coming back to it, I'm just obsessing over it all over again. I've been listening to Telegraph Avenue a lot for the past couple of days. But mainly the Awaken My Love album. The songs that I love on that album have just been so much in my rotation. And the fact that he has so many other good songs in his discography just makes him rise up to the top immediately. I will be so surprised if Childish Gambino is not probably number 1 in my Spotify Wrapped, or at least somewhere in that ranking, which I have to wait in 6 months. But I guess we'll circle back on this at the end of the year, perhaps, maybe not. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, whatever, and peace.